sharp left. Please turn sharp left in 100 yards.
Right, how are we doing? Absolute nightmare I've had last few days.
Now turn sharp.
I don't even know how anybody managed to even... Weather's rough at the minute. We've had some rain. Nice day yesterday, but it started raining again. But absolutely, I've had a right rough few days. Right, I'll tell you what's happened. Well, and where I'm going right now. I'm going to go to Nerija. Basically, yes, I've got cats. I've got cats and they live upstairs. Because what happened was when these dogs got separated again, the cats had to be... They're living upstairs in the big bedroom, which is the whole width of the house. So it's a massive room. And they can go on the veranda. Well, when my girlfriend went into the bedroom the other day to go and clean up and feed the cats and whatever, rescue cats they are. I rescue everything I do constantly. I've got to stop it because I'm just rescuing. It's costing me a lot of money. And what happened was one of the ginger cat male, about 3 years old, had his foot and his leg up in the air. Phoned the vets up. Phoned the vets up, and the vet says couldn't get me in straight away. So he said got to come the next day. So poor cat, obviously not knowing what was up with it, but it never cried or anything. Even when Sunsy was grabbing the leg, it didn't, just kept its leg up. So she kept checking on the cat, still the leg was up, went to the vets, completely broke the leg. It's complete at the elbow. I've got pictures which you'll see. Obviously I'm doing this video now, but you're going to see the video later. But I've got pictures that completely, the bone there is completely separated from the cat, the poor cat. So what I'm thinking, this is a start warning to anybody, because this is what I think's done it. This is a warning to anybody who has apartments, or you try and don't want your cats to go in garden, especially in America, because you're wild animals. Kill cat, a lot of cats get killed, don't they, by coyotes and things in America. So people tend to keep their, and plus you got your big eagles, which you've got here. You don't really see them coming into your gardens here. Even though I've seen them up above. But cats do get killed. It looks like what I'm thinking. I think it got its leg caught in the, I'll call it an aloana, in the netting. It's because I'm talking again and again. It's the netting. It's the cat protection netting what you put on the veranda. And I've got the top veranda, what looks over into the garden. I've got it on there. Now the cats tend to climb it. Yeah, cough's come back again yesterday. I tell you what I think's done it, radiators. I think it's got its leg caught in there, and I don't know whether it's either pulled its leg out and completely jolted it, or I just don't know, or it got its leg caught, fell onto the veranda. The only other option is it's jumped off the high wardrobe, which is like 2.5 meters high. I've got a really big wardrobe upstairs. I mean, I won't even be able to, I'm not taking that apart to even take to the other house. So, couldn't do, I had to, so in emergency, when the cat went to the vets, bear in mind it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in Tisu Varish, which you know I yearn a lot in the car, which is about 20 minutes. Girlfriend phones me, she's with her son, said the cat's got to go to Nerija, which is a good hour and 15 minutes away. Got to go and see a professional, like an orthopedic, is it orthopedic? Am I saying that right? I can't even remember whether, to get its leg checked out. If they can pop it back. When I, Jesus. Tell you what the problem is, because I'm hot. And when I when I went there, got there, said the leg's got to be operated on. So that was on what is it, Sunday? I think that was Friday. Yeah, I think that was Friday. So I got there, they were closing at 7 o'clock at night. They said the cat could be picked up tomorrow. Then it had a temperature. Got a temperature. So couldn't pick the cat up yesterday. Did I say tomorrow? Yeah, again. Yeah, they said tomorrow, which is Friday, Saturday. And then that would have been yesterday. Then they said it had a temperature. So they said today. They close at 6. Yeah, they're open. It's a hospital. It's a cat hospital. I feel ill. I've got that many. I know you're probably saying, oh, always. I've got absolutely that many problems, you won't believe it. I finally, I'm not even going to talk about the other stuff. Well, I will. Passport, I'm waiting for that now to come through. That's all been done my photograph the other week. Last week, or the week before. Yeah, week before last. End of that week. And then I get my identity card, house address card after. And then, what else? The house, the guy managed to do all the concrete to the builder from here, Mesochart, nice guy. He's done, it's costing me a lot of money. He's done all the flooring for me, so it's all concreted. You had to get a machine in. It was £3,000. This is no joke. £3,000 just for a concrete pump machine, like they use a lot in America. Pump the concrete on so they could do it. I mean, it's the old house at the bottom's been done. Bathroom, toilets, everything. All the bathrooms been removed, all the old tiles, everything. So the concrete floor's done. Next thing on the list is the back of the house, what needs doing for damp proofing. And I have just ordered a complete retro, obviously separate businesses, retro bathroom suite. Cost me a fortune. I tell you, well, I'm going to tell you how much. Well, I think it's expensive anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not made of gold. It's all porcelain. I've just bought a toilet, a 1950 style toilet, and the toilet alone has cost me nearly £500. I ain't bought the lid yet because the lid wants nearly £200 just for the toilet lid. I've not bought that yet because I want to make sure that fitting's right. I've just bought a nearly £500 toilet, a retro bidet, which has cost me about £300. I'm not even none of this includes taps, and it doesn't. That when I've done the toilet, I've actually gone for the old the up, what do you call it, on the wall, fixed on the wall water tank, and that's made of like marble or whatever you call it, and it's going to have a chain pull on it. I've actually bought expensive tiles, but absolutely gorgeous black and white tiles with all mixed patterns, loads and loads of mixed patterns, absolutely gorgeous tiles, black and white. So I've got, bathtub. I bought the old-fashioned bathtub, you know, the one with the line legs. Oh, not even going to tell you how much that's cost. Well, that alone, the bathtub alone is nearly £2,000. That's cost me nearly. Cost me a fortune. So what I'm going to have is a concrete floor, a bathroom completely finished. The bathroom will be finished. The bathroom will be completely finished. So I won't be able to cook. I'll have to go and have takeaways. And the fencing's been done. He said about 2 or 3 weeks because he's got 2 other jobs he's doing at the same time. Oh, absolute nightmare I'm having. And what I've got to say to you is, yeah, I'm talking now, but if I could tell you how depressed and how low I've been, though I'm not low, I've not even had a shave. I completely understand why the suicide rate is high up in Hungary. Oh, and not even that, my car. my car, we have phoned that many people up to register my car here. Even businesses what's supposed to do what they call curfew, which is other countries to register the car. They've not even got back to me, and I've sent them all my documents, and nobody here seems to want to do anything. Everything is an utter nightmare. I'm on the motorway now, just joined the motorway now, to go towards Debrecen. You know where I had the Indian on the other one. So you got Debrecen and Neerejauzen. So Debrecen's right and Neerejauzen's left. They're about the same distance. But I tell you what, everything I have tried to do the last few days, I have done everything possible to get all my jobs done. Impossible. I do not know how anybody even survives here. I really don't. And talk about expensive for everything, the work to be done. Extortionate. I must be off my head what it's costing me for that house. I honestly, because you know the problem, right? I've got to admit this. You know what the biggest problem is? I can't be at the house to go and do the jobs with the dogs here. I can't leave my girlfriend with the dogs. I cannot leave my girlfriend with the dogs. So the dogs have got to be at the house with me for me to do my jobs. So there's no way I could have done that concrete flooring on my own. It's too much of an area to go off too quick. It's got to be completely straight. I mean, there's been 5 or 6 blokes at the house doing all my jobs. I had to have a skip in there. I've got it's gave me a load of receipts like that, and this is only for like concrete and doing the bathroom and everything. So there's still loads of work got to be done. I'm estimating right now to get that house, and this is no tiles, going to have no tiles on the kitchen floor, living room, nothing. I reckon at least another, to get the house livable, needs another 30 grand spending on it. That's what I think. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Another 30,000. You know what? A lot of money. A lot of money. It's a lot of money when you realise what I'm paying out. Because 10, 20 grand's just disappearing right now with a click of my fingers. You know what I mean? I know that people, I could have gone and bought myself the car. I've got me Mercedes. Yeah, I've got priorities, right? I need this house for the dogs, but my animals. Listen, I took the animals on. Nobody will do. A lot of people won't do what I've done. I took the animals on, and I will be with them animals till the end. Don't matter what animals I've got, whether it's cats, dogs, I will be with them to the end. I will not get rid of my dogs. You can't just give animals injections here. You can't just go like in England. You can't just go and give your cat dogs. It's illegal, and that's how it should be. I have took them dogs on, and I am doing my utmost. I mean, if I didn't have these dogs, I wouldn't even need that other house. Don't get me wrong, I want to get away from Mesochar for other reasons, but it wouldn't have been a big priority. I would have gone out and bought probably a couple of extra cars. But that is not life. I know that there's these people doing cars. I will be getting another car. I've got a lovely car, but I will be getting another car, another couple of cars. I'll tell you what I want. I'm going to get a Lada. I want a Lada retro car, and I will be getting my C63 competition performance pack. That is what I will be having. And so, I know you people are into cars, but that is what I'll be having. I am getting one. It just is at the minute. The house has got to be done. It's a priority at the end of the day. It's a priority, because these 2 dogs in the house. If it weren't for the 2 dogs in the house, my girlfriend would be sitting there now with me if she wanted to go out with me, You got to remember, I'm doing everything on my own, everything. I mean, I could have burst out crying the other day. I tell you what, you won't believe the problems. I told you all these problems I'm having to deal with, all this shit. No, but everything is so hard work here. And I know there's probably people watching this saying, oh, I've registered an English car. Yeah, of course you have. I know this. I've seen 2 cars in Mesochart been registered. Don't ask me why, but I'm having a complete nightmare, and I have contacted that many people. Nobody wants to get involved. Is it the type of car? I don't know. Unbelievable. I mean, it's a Euro 5 car, which is not at the lower end of the scale. It's Euro 5. And yeah, I know that. What are we on now? Euro. What must be on Euro 7 now? Are we on Euro? Yeah, I think we're on about Euro 6, Euro 7. The car's Euro 5. I don't understand why it's just everything's getting such a problem. It flies through its MOT, never no problem with smoke. This passes the smoke test, no problem. I mean, it was getting that bad and bordering on almost selling me, wanting to sell my car. My MOT, my English MOT runs out December the 13th, right? So I cannot come back to England unless my girlfriend is at the other house looking after my dogs. I just can't. I cannot leave my girlfriend with these dogs. She can't cope with it. I'll be honest with you. She can't cope with it. I don't talk to any of my family anymore. Completely fell out. I fell out with everybody. My illness has been so bad lately. I ain't bothered. I don't give a shit. Nobody wants me. I don't care. I'm not out cry for help. I've soldiered on, right, for 51 years, right, and I'll still soldier on until I drop. I mean, yeah, I will admit, exercise just keep my mind. I remember a time when I used to do a lot of running. I used to love it. A lot of running and things. I absolutely used to love it. But I just can't do anything. I just can't do anything no more because all the animals, I just can't do it. So until they're at the other place, and then I can go and run around the field, can't I? Anyway, I've got to put some fuel in. I'm right on empty. I should have put it on in the other day, but at least there's a garage here. So yeah, so the cat isn't going to be cheap. I'm estimating the cat today, which is expensive for Hungary, going to be £600, which I don't know what the prices are in England for cats what got complete broken snap legs. You wait till you see the pictures, what I'll put up in a bit. I'm going to fill this tank up. I suppose a guy's going to come quickly to want to fill my tank up for me, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put some fuel in the car. So good one moment. Right, back. No. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can nick a lid off. That lid all right? Need a lid, no lid on me. Coffee. No lid on the coffee. Yeah. No, don't matter, they haven't got no lids. Used to got a full tank of fuel. I've the motorways here. I've hit another hole the other day on the motorway. Really pissed off I am, because these wheels are like, I think they're about £1,000 or £1,500. £1,500, yeah, £1,500 a wheel. These AMG wheels. My right hand side keeps losing air pressure because I keep getting my warning to reset my tyres, and it just keeps going down. I need to put some air in it. It's not gone right low, so I'm all right with it at the minute. But when I hit a big pothole on the motorway when I was going up to the other house, I've banged that wheel about 3 times now. You just can't see the holes. Shouldn't be big holes on the motorway. And then when I went to the vet's here on Friday, I banged that wheel dead hard, about 100 miles an hour. It was such a thud. The problem, a lot of people don't understand. People with low profile tyres and things like that don't understand. And performance cars. Because the profile is so low, when you bang the wheel, when you bang the wheel, the tyre, you can damage the rim on the inside as well. So, not very happy with it. So I'm hoping that wheel's all right. Absolute nightmare. Multitude of problems. Me, just full of problems. Absolute nightmare. I honestly, Hungary has got a really high suicide rate, you know. Do you know how many people in Mesochart? I know you'd get in towns, we get people who commit suicide, right? Why I've been here since 2016, I know that since 2016 I have not been here permanent. I have been going backwards and forwards to England. I mean, I had 6 months probation. That absolutely destroyed the mother dog of mine. Before I had all the puppies, I had 6 months probation. That killed me. I couldn't leave the country. I've been going backwards and forwards like for Christmas, and I've had Christmas here, 3 months, 4 months. I did that a lot, but since the virus, I've been sort of stuck here. I did come back just as the virus was really kicking off. That's when I had that fight. That's when I came here, and that has held me back. It's held me back coming back to England. Nothing's been easier. So, just, you know, I love my Hungarian passport, so that would be one thing. So I can't be held hostage in England when I've got to come back. And you know what? Another thing, what I didn't know this. I knew that I get a priority with the passport. You have to be in Hungary. You have to be living in Hungary 8 years as a foreign person before you can apply for citizenship. That's if you've got no Hungarian family or ancestors. Now, because my family's Hungarian, stroke British, and I've got a lot of cousins. I've got cousins here, my grandma, granddad, my dad, and whatever else. I know, bless him, he's died. But because I am automatically, when I was born, they class you as, I'm classed as automatically Hungarian, even though law-wise I'm British. Which, yes, I'm British. I am British. So don't say, I'm not trying to say that I'm not British, because I am British. But I'm automatically, I come across as, not just me, this is what Hungary perceives me as a full Hungarian, which is nice. They class me as Hungarian. And now this is why, when I said to you, normally it's 3 months for me I don't need to be living here for so long. It's 3 months for me to just get a Hungarian citizenship. It's not just for me, for anybody who's got Hungarian family. But you are automatically looked upon as an Hungarian citizen. That's how they look at you, which is nice. I mean, I have always been proud of my Hungarian heritage. You know, some people don't follow it, but I have been coming to Hungary since I was like a baby. You know, I really do wish I had that. I don't know where it's gone. I had a photograph of me, you know, when I was a baby. And I was with my granddad's bicycle at the side of his house. Messing around with the chain and everything. So I'm just looking at the police. The police tend to like look at foreign. They tend to check out foreign cars a lot. So yeah. So that's how it is. But obviously, I know that it's took me a good 8-9 months, hasn't it, for me, because it's been a right load of hassle. And a lot of the hassle is what I should have done. I'll tell you what I should have done. If it wasn't for the dogs, I should have just applied for my Hungarian citizenship, which normal British people would do if they wanted to live in Hungary. So say you, not just British, American, whichever country you're from, African, Chinese, whichever country you're from, you would normally just apply for your citizenship in the country of where you live. I could have just gone to Manchester or London. Now, from Nottingham, I would have probably just gone to Manchester, probably, because it would have been a bit easier than London. Parking probably would have been a bit better and obviously cheaper. But I think if I would have done it that way, I think it would have been a lot quicker than what the hassle I'm having here right now. I mean, all the problems I've had to do with my divorce, when I divorced my ex-wife in 2016, I think it was September. Obviously, I told you this in one of the videos, do not lose any of your paperwork, because if you ever need it, like for something what I'm doing, it's absolutely nightmare because you need it. So I had to get my original marriage certificate, that went missing. I know it's absolutely ridiculous. I had to get my marriage certificate from Cyprus, that cost me £60, a new one. I've had to also apply for a new divorce paperwork. That was extortionate, that was over £100. That had to come from London, you had to go into the archives. You see, you would have thought that it'd probably get done in Nottingham, but it doesn't work like that. It has to go to because they have to go into the archives, which is based in London. So it's been, you know, been a lot of hard work, and you know, even my mum's grandma, granddad, even my mum's dad's birth certificates, which has been a nightmare when they're married. You know, where they were born, death certificates, all on my dad's side as well. It's been absolutely, and I've had to even do all my ex-wife's family, which is a pain in the arse. You know, I've had to do her mum and dad. Not their birth certificate and things, but all their information, and all my ex-wife's information. It's really been hard work, I tell you. When I say that it has to be translated, it's not translated for me, for my sake. It's that all the paperwork, I mean, I understand a lot. I can read a lot of Hungarian now. I can speaking it, but I can like, you know, like where if say people write it on Facebook, I could there's lots of words I can just write now in Hungarian without even, I don't need to try and translate it or whatever. You just learn that over time. I mean, like even the Hungarian TV, I ain't got it on English. Like if I went on YouTube, it's all in Hungarian. You see, this is how I learn. That's how I learn, and this is what I'm trying to say to people. When you go to England or go to a foreign country, if you're going to prepare to stick to your own native language, you're not going to learn the language which you are living, like with the country you live in. I'm not going to no Hungarian school, but I am pushing myself to learn as much as possible here. I mean, it's not really the ideal situation for me to be moving to a country. Okay, how old was I been? 40, let's say 47, 46, 47. when I came to Hungary to live. Even though I've been going back, it hasn't been permanent, I told you this. I probably, if I could say full life of living here, I've probably only done probably 2 or 3 years. Probably or 2.5 years, the rest has been going backwards and forwards. So I've not really been living in Hungary, like, which would be the ideal situation from a younger age, where you can pick your brain, you pick languages up. I mean, Hungarian, I've told you, Hungarian language is very, very, very difficult. It's very difficult. No language like it. So I have done well. I've done well. And I'm proud of myself that. And I don't sit in the arse, sitting there with a piece of paper on YouTube trying to learn Hungarian. Because I find, or I've learned, I listen. I'm a listener. Not one of them secret listeners who, when people would like to cause problems, I listen to conversations. I take that conversation in. And then I pick words up. That's how I learn. I pick words up which I know and understand. And then, if I'm not sure, I'll ask. And that is how I learn my language. I've done very well, I have. I've always been able to count Hungarian. Been able to count Hungarian to the money since I was a child. I don't know why, but this is what I'm saying to you. When you're a child, you can pick things up. I mean, if an English child came to live in Hungary from like 5-year-old, 10-year-old, I'm telling you now, it would be difficult, but obviously going to an Hungarian school, they'll soon be picking up the language, because that's when your brain's different when you're a child. It's like these kids who play on, these children who play on Xbox and computers and things like that. I couldn't do it like that. My brain is fizzle out. You know, these children can just go on there, and the brain's so fast, you can do things. Think a lot quicker and everything. So I've done well, but you know, I've come really to live in Hungary at a wrong kind of time in my life, really. But luckily for me, I do still know. I already knew a lot of Hungarian. I mean, look at me. Everything I do on my own. I go to vets, pick the cat up, sort the money out. No problem. I know it. I know what I'm doing. There's no issues with anything. I mean, they laugh at me, you know, like when they ask me for the arse address, and I just tell them in Hungarian straight away. They go, oh, you know, even when I was at Tesco's the other day, I was at Tesco's, there's this gypsy lad with his girlfriend, said to me, he says, oh, Nodja Lujesh, which he said to me, I'm really clever. And I went, oh, he says, you talk Hungarian, you just say it quick, you can just do it quickly. And he says, I understand everything you just said. And it isn't down to the dog biscuits up, the zsák. I talk about everything, which a zsák is a bag. I can go on about, I can tell like 10 kilogram, 10 kilogram, 10, like I best talk to the nerd, like the woman. So I'm talking Hungarian again. I will talk Hungarian for your sake now, for the people who like. So best many zsák. Kuchar says, Van maha hu zsák, 15 kilo, van másik 15 kilo, chilka van Bahrain, 15 kilo van, just minden. I've got all it, 15 kilo. Then I'll do the tea, the milk, tea's tea, tea's and cake tea. I do all, you know, these. They understand everything. I can do everything. That's why, you know, I am clever. I've got a mental illness, which obviously I've lived with all my life, which I didn't know anything was wrong with me. It was mainly after my dad died in 2000 when I started to go and see somebody. But don't get me wrong, there's things been said in the past when I was in my 20s, you know, does he need to go and see, does he ought to go and see a doctor or whatever. I've had that with my previous girlfriends. Girlfriend. No, I don't sleep around. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think I look a scruffy get with a bit of a stubble? I need to have a good shave, don't I? I'm absolutely sweating with this jacket on. Look at the weather. pheasant. Will it be nice to be in England and have motorways like this, so quiet? So yeah, so the house is progressing. Obviously, I'm not having all the stuff, all the bathtub and everything. I'm having delivered to this house address because I can get it all in this car. I can drop the seats, massive. When you drop these back seats, it's absolutely huge. I could use that as a bed. Like I said to you, hey, me, I could just live in my car. I could, no problem. You get these like heaters now, can't you? Diesel heaters and everything like that. Run off your tank and everything, like you have in lorries. I was thinking of getting one of them for this car. Alright for travelling, when you know, like me, when I've slept in the car and services, I've had my sleeping bag on me and whatever, blankets. Tell you what, when you're travelling in winter and it's like in Eastern Europe and you know, like when you're going into Europe, Germany and Austria and you're sleeping, it can be cold. Next morning it can be freezing. So I might look into one of them. That's if I don't end up selling my car, being a pauper like I am, with all these bleeding problems I'm having. So anyway, I'm going to come off for a little bit, because when I get to the vets I'll be doing another video. Let you look at the cat, the poor cat. So I've not done a video this week. I've had that many problems. I will be doing one on my passport and everything, and when all that comes through, and the retro bathroom and the house when I go back up to it. So this like I've done my matrixer, which is my toll road, 2 weeks. The guy said the builder's going back to the house on Tuesday, but I might just tell him to hold off a little bit and wait till I go, and get him to. I might just get him to finish this bathroom off, stuff. So, alright then, I hope you're doing alright in England. I hope you're all having a nice weekend. I ain't got nobody no more, have I? Don't mix with nobody, no family, can't get it, just everybody's gave up on me, which is fine. Pick whatever choice they want to do, innit? It's not going to affect me. No, I ain't putting no rope around my neck. That's not going to happen. I'm too strong for that. I mean, I will be honest, since yesterday, I felt that bad yesterday, from yesterday afternoon right until this morning, because you know that I'm on these 200 grams of sertraline. Well, difficult getting the tablets here. I don't think I can get hold of them here, and I'm running low. And I've not been taking my tablets, and I honestly think it's really, they take away my dark thoughts. And all I could think about, I'm not just saying this, it's straight up, all I could think about was putting a rope around my neck. I was thinking of the veranda on that house. Death does not scare me. You've got to understand this. I'm not scared of death. And I'm not just saying it, but that is, when you get to a point where you've got that many problems, you know the problems with me, what's happening with me? Nothing is getting sorted out. I'm trying my best. My girlfriend's trying. Nothing's being sorted out. You know what? There's an old saying, isn't there? You know, when you've got nothing, like some of these Hungarians in these villages, like some of my neighbours, got nothing, no car, no money. You know what? You don't miss the luxury. You know, when you've had a life where, like me, I was earning my money. Yeah, I was a lorry driver. You know, not the most luxurious of jobs, but I earned my money. When you've had everything, you find it very difficult to live a life without anything. I've always had money, in my pocket. And like I said to you, money in your pocket is more important than anything, than strapping up for cars, or, I mean, I don't strap up for cars and things like that. I don't do that. If I can't afford it, I don't have it. Like I said to you, this house, I'm having to, at the minute, because of my dogs, I'm having to pay people, which is costing, I'm chucking away thousands of pounds for people to do my jobs for me. Not like some of these people on YouTube who ain't got the problems with the animals, and they can then do the work themselves, and I could do all that. I will be doing all that. If I had to pay somebody to constantly do this house, everything, it's full renovation, I will have no money at all. it will cost me an absolute fortune. There you are, they've had a bump. He's pissed off, he's pissed off. Oh, really bad, the front of that. The front of that one on the right hand side is completely in, he's running to the back. He looked right pissed off. They're both gypsies. Anyway. Yeah, if I had to pay, if I have to pay somebody to finish every single thing off for me at that house, we're talking absolutely thousands. We're easily going to be talking 70 grand. I'm not paying. What money I'm paying out now? I just can't do that. It's fucking. Sorry, but it's fucking Hungarian house. It's supposed to be cheap here. I can't be paying out. It's extortionate here. The prices. I don't know. It's not. I thought it was cheap. Absolutely horrendous. Paint, everything's horrendous. I mean, all that's got to be done. There's loads of work got to be done. So, you know, I'm getting these priority things done. The bathroom, the concrete floor, and then that is it. And the back of the house. Everything else, I will be doing. I just can't be handing the work over. Like I said to you, only because of the dogs. So, absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. But yeah, I've been really, 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 really down. I've been really down. I just not getting anything done. I've got to be strong. I've got to be strong to, you know, what goes through my head. I'm being serious. Don't. Like I said to you, it's not a cry for help. I've been like this all my life. These dark thoughts, I've had them in the lorry. I've had them all the time. What it is, when I know what it's like to be happy. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How can he look? He drives his Mercedes. Look at the house he's got there. He's got another house there. All them dogs. Right, listen to me, right? Life isn't the way you think it is, right? It isn't the way that I actually miss. I've just been to the service garage, right? And I was looking at these lorry drivers. Now, it's going to sound. I actually miss lorry driving. I miss lorry driving. I tell you what, my life right now is more stressful with all the animals. More stressful than lorry driving. I can tell you that right now. The money I was earning lorry driving, right? If I was in England now, lorry driving, I'd have a fantastic life. Now then I would have a fantastic life. Living here and earning the money in England. Right? So don't anybody think that I am, you know, I've had to sacrifice. I've been ill. I was ill with the lorry driving. Really, really ill. So, but I miss it. I really miss the lorry driving. But like when people go on about saying, like having all these dogs, but I've heard people on YouTube are saying when all these people see them all with these German Shepherds saying, oh, I'd love to have that life with all them dogs. Yeah, gonna have that life with all your little dogs. Gonna have being hungry with these dogs, which are what we call wild VOD animal. They call them farkosh, they call them wolves here. They're not like German Shepherds in England, they're wild. And like for instance, it's costing me like, how much is it costing me? It's costing me about £60 a week for biscuits, food. You just work that out, £240 a month, just for dog to feed the dogs. Then I've got cats, rescued cats. Yeah, see, like you didn't know I had cats, did you? You didn't realise I was a cat lover. I love cats, I do. I've had lovely cats. I'll tell you some stories about some of the cats. Jasper, my big boy, he was lovely. He was. Yeah, I've got cats. But unfortunately, they've had to go into the top bedroom. They're alright, they're happy. But when they get to the other place, it's all going to be different. Then they'll be able to go out. Cats aren't stupid. They know a decent dog to a bad dog. They'll just keep out the way of some of these dogs. The mum and dad dog, they were fine with these cats. They used to lie down on I can tell you loads. They used to lie down on the settee, sofa, with the cats. They wouldn't do anything. It's just the other dogs. What I call the children, and them two I took on, them two rescue German Shepherds. Anyway, we're in Nearage, This is all Nearage, this is. Bloody hell, I'm hot. Tell you what, this jacket I've got on is so warm. This bomber jacket. Mercedes garage. Suppose that's worth knowing. Oh, they're all over, aren't they? When it's raining, looks like any other country, doesn't it? Do you know, there's weather, there's all, like I said to you, one of the worst weathers that I don't like. I hate fog, because it's dangerous, and I hate rain. I can cope with cold. I can cope with cold frosty mornings and dry. I love it. I love them winter days and autumn, and I love summer, obviously. Where the bloody hell is this? Is it down here? This vet's? I'm sure the vet's is here somewhere on this road. I don't know whether this is it here. I think this is it. Is that it? No. Automobile, no. Where the bloody hell is it?
It's funny, isn't it? 600 yards.
Jesus, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Arlat Courthouse. Can you see it? Arlat Courthouse there. But that yellow car's just gone. Here it is here. So you've got a big pet shop here on the left. Patika, it's a chemist. I don't know what she's doing. What's she doing? There's loads of spaces. I never understand people just can't be asked to walk. Got all these spaces here. Nice bungalows over there, aren't there? I'll try and, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do what videos I can, but obviously you'll see the cat, because I don't, it's a bit difficult going into a vet, some people don't like it. So I'll take the camera with me. I might have to turn it off, because it looks like there's a lot of people, and a lot of people don't like it. Drink my coffee. And what it is, that these lattes I get from here, absolutely gorgeous. Skating my wheels on the car. I feel from the car is real feeling. Problem when you've got white cars, isn't it? Feels. I'll have to turn the camera off, I think. I don't think people are going to like it with the video. So there's Mango. 78,000 foreign. Oh, Mango, go kill for your leg. There you are, baby. Oh, you want some more work? You again? You're going home. He's got painkillers, antibiotics. 2 weeks time he's got to go and have the stitches out, so I've got to come back here. Any problems I've got to come phone up. He's had his painkillers, antibiotics this morning, so it's just antibiotics tonight. Let's just hope everything's going to be alright. So he's got to rest, got to really rest, so he can't be up there with the other cats at all. Right, Mango, I'll just put this camera on here 1 minute. 1 second. Let's get you in that car, eh? Do you want to go on the passenger seat? Would you like to go on the passenger seat? Come on. Last thing I want is to, you never know, might have to brake hard, could be anything could happen. So what I've done, for anybody else who does it, here's Mango. There you are, baby. Mango. Yeah, we call him Mango because he's ginger. We've got another ginger, Tesh, he's the brother of this one. And he's called Fanta. So what I've done, which I think is a pretty good idea, I put the seatbelt through this, through there, and just plugged it in there. Isn't it, Mango? How are you anyway? Huh? How are you, Mango? Don't you want to look at me no more? Mango? Hello. You have a rest. Okay. We've got antibiotics. Hey up, Mango. How are you, mate? I bet at least you've got your, you're gonna have a bionic leg. It's like my bionic bollock. Isn't it? Hey? Come on. Oh, it says service 10 days on my car. Because what I normally do, I normally get my MOT and service it more or less sort of around the same time or same day. See you, Mango. How are you, mate? I know. You're lovely, aren't you? Amazing what I do for these rescue cats. So see you, Mango. You're going home now. So at least it's been done, you see. I'll do it for my animals. Do you know what they said to me when I bought this cat here? When I bought it on Friday, I got a little bit ratty and a little bit mad, to be honest with you. What it is, people don't spend the money on animals here, which is a cruel life, really.
The route is being calculated.
Because what they do is just put them to sleep, which is absolutely terrible when you think about it. Oh, Bocce, I think they just put them to sleep, which is absolutely terrible. They was actually shocked when I says to them, well, because what they said was 120,000 foreign, which isn't not too far off, because it's probably because of the antibiotics. So I said, well, they only asked me to pay 20,000 foreign. So I said, well, I'll pay the whole lot up front. So they know, and they went, oh, they start making a big issue about saying, you know that it's going to have to need it. We don't know whether it's going to be more money. And I went, look, it don't matter. It don't matter. I've got a load of German Shepherds. I'm from England. I said, the animal is important right now to me. The animal is important. I want the animal fixing, and then I want the animal to go back home. And she went, and then I said to her, I've got 10 German Shepherds. Okay, blessed one's died, and I've got 9 now. And then she went, right, okay then, yeah. So then I got my girlfriend to phone up, and I said they was making a big issue over the payment and everything. And they actually said to my girlfriend, The problem is that people don't pay money out here. A lot of people don't. It's sad. Don't pay the money out to. They have the animal just put to sleep. Absolutely, when you think about it, terrible. When you think, what a way. You know, way I look at it. If you can't, I've always said this in England. If you cannot afford, don't forget about just feeding the animal. Forget about feeding the animal. That's separate. If you cannot afford vet bills or to look after your animal, just like when you have to go to hospital, I know we pay NHS, but we still have to go to dentist. If you cannot afford those bills, don't have any animal whatsoever. And I don't care what animal it is, do not have an animal. Full stop. Don't just have an animal and think it's not going to get ill and you're just going to give it food. Or, well, I'll tell you, to give you a scenario of some Hungarians. I know in Mesochart that there's some Hungarians who have an animal, feed it, might give it shit, I don't know what some of them feed it, don't give it any luxury life. And then what they do is, you know, when the animal's ill, give it an injection. They get the vet round to give it an injection. Disgusting. So just don't have an animal. You know, do you know how many cats I've got? I'm going to tell you now. Do you know how many cats I've got I've rescued? You're going to say he's absolutely, this guy is off his head.
Prepare to turn left.
I've got 7. 7 cats. 7 cats. 7 cats. 9 dogs. 9 German Shepherds. All the cats are rescued. All rescued. And 4 of those were, there was all young cats, kittens, but they've all been rescued, but 4 was 4 was only little small ones. They've been left in, there was on the bushes in the street. I just could not leave them. I just couldn't. They had no parents with them whatsoever. No, I've no idea. You see, what happens is, some of the gypsies, you know, I'm going to say it because it is fucking gypsies. Some of them have these animals, they can't be arsed with them. Don't give a shit. Like when they let the dogs run on the streets. They've got no sorrow or no feelings for an animal. Now, I know these people in England. I've spoke to people and they said, look, don't want no cats, don't want no dogs. I completely appreciate that. I completely understand that. Right? And I have no problem with that. And I don't expect to rescue animals. Right? I can't. I mean, if I really want to, I can't go around. I can't be Moses. I think I'm doing a bit of Moses now, but I can't rescue every single animal. I just can't do it. If I see a dog or cat now, really, I can't afford to keep collecting them. I can't. Yeah, of course I'd like to. In an ideal situation, if I was rich, I'd do it. And if I, I would do it. But unfortunately, unless somebody's going to give me a load of money and say to a tiller, all right, here's a massive moorland or more, I'll pay you, if somebody's going to prepare to pay me, then I will go and grab everything I can here. But until that day, I can't do that. I would rescue everything, but I just can't do it, unfortunately. And it's for somebody like myself, who's a very emotional towards animals and a lot of feelings towards animals, it's very, very difficult. I find it very, very, very difficult. Because animals have got very, 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 very crap life here. Honestly, really bad life. Terrible. Really is a bad life. Anyway, Mango, you having a good sleep? Mango's just lying there. Ah, good cat, Mango. They're just not interested in animals here. I mean, like I said to you, chained up dogs here are supposed to be illegal, but police aren't doing nothing about it. They're still chained up. There's still loads of dogs chained up, and if they're not chained up, they're on the streets. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't. Police and the council aren't interested. I mean, I've gave these cats a good life. I get them treats. They get treats. They get everything. I mean, yeah, at the minute they're in the bedroom, and I can't really spend the time with them what I want to. But it's only for their own good and safety. But they've got a big room and they're with their friends. But you know, it was only my girlfriend. It was actually the builder we were talking to. My girlfriend was talking to him yesterday, and one of his cats got toxic. Do you know what? Here, they just poison cats. They're terrible. Just poison and shoot cats here. Absolutely terrible. I hate how some of these Hungarian people carry on. I just don't. It's just completely and utterly beyond me. It really is. I just can't fathom it. How anybody can be so cruel to animals. How can you? I mean, when I bought Mango to this vet's, when I bought her on Friday, bought him. When I had to leave him with the vets, there were two vets there, two women and a guy. Is your leg a little bit painful? And just stared, just looked at me in my eyes, and I was thinking, what's going through his head now? Is he thinking, is he going to kill me off? Is he leaving me here? Is he getting rid of me? I think all these, I can't be like people who just think, yeah, it's an animal. Yeah, of course it's an animal. But they still feel pain, and they still, you know, there is cats who, okay, a dog will wag its tail. I don't think an animal, more of an animal will give you more pleasure than a dog. It's going to be all right. I was a bit worried. Anybody else would have put him to sleep. Can't do that, can you? Mango, are you alright? A toddle. Again? But you're going also? Mango, you're going to be also? Oh, you meleg? Let's turn this heater down. I'm hot. Sun's shining. What are we going to do? What you done? Have you jumped off the wardrobe? You've either jumped off the wardrobe, or you've got your legs stuck. What you done? Come on. You're ginger. But you're not like them ginger people, are you? You're a lovely ginger, aren't you? You're light ginger. You're not like copper ginger. You're not a ginger with no mates. You've got a lot of friends. Oh, mango bango. Cost me a fortune, you do. It just cost me about £500 with the other money. But I don't care. You mongo bungo. Your Barat and Teshbir, but your brothers and sisters don't know where you are. I bet they think you've gone. Yes. I think you've gone on holiday or been gave away to somebody else. So you haven't got no bandage on your leg? You had a temperature yesterday, you was hot, wouldn't you? You was meleg. Oh, mango bango. His son's... Oh, I know. Come on. Are you fine? You're not doing fine? You're one. You're not, sir. go. Oh, you're beautiful. Just think, if I didn't rescue you, you'd probably be dead now, wouldn't you? There you go. You can have some nice tuna biscuits. You can have some milk, some nice Kit Kat milk, and some biscuits. Have some cat biscuits, some tuna, chicken, or lamb. Which ones do you want? You're not sure? But there's not many people talk to their cats in the car while they're driving on the road. But you're glad I picked you up now, aren't you? What are you getting? I know. Wait till we show everybody how you broke your leg, and you didn't cry once, did you? 2 or 3 days with that broken leg by the time you got fixed, because they didn't do your operation on Friday, did they? They did it on Saturday. So Thursday, or was it Wednesday? Since Wednesday, because we couldn't get you into the vets. Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Wednesday night or Thursday? And then now look, you're a strong cat. You are. They said you're a strong cat. But at least your leg's done now, isn't it? I think it's good that it was your front leg, because you jump with your back legs, don't you? You push with your back legs. We'll be home soon. Oh, monkey. You go. You be on vacation. You be on baby. Yeah, move on. Yes. Is that you want some biscuits? Mango? Got biscuits? Don't be blaming me for your leg breaking. Oh yeah, I was going to say to you about them. If you've got any of that netting for your veranda or anything, be very, 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 very careful. I do not know whether it was that, but I have a sneaky feeling it was, because when they jump off that wardrobe, jumped down. I've got the bed. Yeah, I've got a new bed up there, which I don't use. It's the cats have just demolished it. Brand new bed with all black leather headboard, all been scratched and ripped to bits. See what I mean? Expensive bed just been demolished. But anyway, the cats normally jump off the wardrobe onto that, or they climb down onto the units. Now let's just say that it was the netting. Be very, very careful, because I have seen my cats go in there. Now, if he has got his leg stuck in there, and he's pulled his leg out, or sort of either fell and grabbed hold of it and pulled his bone out, be very, very careful. But I'd never use it again. I mean, now the cats won't go on the veranda, because I'll be at the other house soon, and obviously it's colder weather now. But because of this, they won't go on the veranda now, but I'll leave the door open a little bit for them to let some fresh air for them. But be very, very careful. Although I can't give you full definite proof if that was the problem, I do not know. But I have a feeling it's either one or the other. For that leg to do that, I don't know, unless somebody can say how can that bone completely come completely out. I don't even think it just popped out, because looking at it, the way the bone way it came out, it looked like a bit of that had broke off. You can have a look at the pictures anyway. So anyway, I'll see you all soon, alright?